awards that came up now was supported by Safaricom to the tunes of hundreds million. Okay? But when I came here, I remember the first Groove Awards and how it was. It was smaller than this. But it came to a point where it became the industry, the gospel industry in Kenya, supported to the tunes of millions until the president came for one of the Groove Awards. But it was started by an individual like him. He kept pushing, struggling. At some point he was arrested because he could not pay artists who came for Groove Awards. I don't know, we need to guard this man. He might end up with bills here. He organizes events, he might be with bills here. I don't know, akona ka stress, because he's like, hey, how will I pay these bills? Na nakojea kukula sapa hapa, so utalipa bill bado. So we need now to support such and see this becoming like that Groove Awards, becoming like that big academy that can now, because also government works with partnerships and collaborations. They can't.
Appreciate her for coming over. Yeah. And we'll take 2 more questions from the audience if there are any.
Yes.
There's one question here. There's a yellow hand at the back. Yellow jacket. That one will ask the other question. So Brooks, please give them a microphone.
I also have a question. I already have the microphone.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, my name is Brooks, the founder Trinity Music, iko hapo kwa logo hapo nyuma. I have like 5 questions.
Oh, ask one.
Ya kwanza, Madam Shamala. You kama as the government, unajua mkika hapo, we are expecting you to give us
money,
like the way forward.
Oh.
Museme, this is what we are going to do, this is what we are going to do. Maybe after this long nini vitu kama hizo, but now you giving suggestions that we can hold these artists, we can do this, we can do this. Unajua hiyo ni kama empty promises, yeah, because awezi hata huyu artist haezi fuata the county government aseme we were promised this. Hiyo tu ilikuwa ni suggestion. So we'd like to know what are you planning, yani kama venye Churchill amesema within 2 years, hiyo tumesikia 2 years we shall have that cultural space. Yeah, hiyo ni tulikuwa na governor when he was campaigning and that was one of the things that we raised. So we are waiting for those 2 years. Number 2, kwa Churchill, what events are you organizing for the culture ama artists? Tunajua kuna sports, then the other one ni nini? Gender. Kuna sports na gender. But sasa kwa hiya culture yenye inahusisha au wasanii waimbaji, what do you organize? Mara mingi huwa sisi ndio tuna organize event, then we beg you to come. Tunaambia hapa, please come to our event, come to our event. Tafadhali kujeni. Then we make posters, tunaandika hapo sijui nani atakuja from the county, but nyinyi what do you organize? Ama namna gani? Nimesema mbaya. Tunataka muorganize kitu. Number 3, Churchill. I remember, sijui ilikuwa miaka ngapi, when you are in social hall, you auditioned me. Wewe na Sanguti, I came to do some audition ya acting. Sasa nataka nijue, ulikuwa hii side yetu, msanii, now you're in the government. Sindio? Nataka nijue, what change are you making huku ulikuwa uka experience hizi changamoto, ukasema siku moja mimi nitakuwa kwa hiyo ofisi. Now that you are there, what change are you making? Ama umesha progress gani umesha make so far? Then on the proposal, the way umetuambia we take proposal to the county government, I think most of us will agree that check. Kwa county kuna kujuana fulani ama kama pendeleo. Yeah. I remember 2 years ago my company, your Trinity Music, tulishikana na Mainman Media Company, and we went to the county, tukasema we are a production company, we can do audio production, we can do videos, tunaomba mtupatie tender. Wakatuambia for you to get this job lazima mpate mu register company, so you have a portfolio profile nini. We went and did all that, tukaregister yote. Sasa tukikuja na hizo makaratasi files, we were being taken round nini vitu kama hizo, and the guys who are doing hizo jobs za county, unaweza angalia kazi yenye unafanya level 2, you can just gauge na ujue hii kazi huyu mtu amesomea mpaka level fulani, aja qualify hivyo. Si ni kweli? Yeah. Vintage yako hapo. Ya mwisho. As musicians, the biggest supportive body in the country, for me, I think ni PPMC for musicians. Si ndio? So nataka nijue as the county government, what can it take for you to bring PPMC to Trans Nzoia? Wafanye hizo academy, watu educate, so that we can also get into their portals as performing artists and musicians. Thank you.
So hand over the mic to the next person, please.
Kindly, wacha tupatie pia lady nafasi so that we may have a gender balance. Ndio?
Okay, sawa.
Please. Alafu mtu mmoja tu wa mwisho.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rachel Kabura Cheveli. I was among the speakers during the boot camp for Talanta Award. And first of all, I really want to appreciate you, Coach Oyugi, for this great platform. My question is one thing that we cannot ignore. When we talk about depression among the creatives, Juzi, we were talking about somebody called Alpha. Yeah, and so many people, the likes of Magic's Anger, are now languishing in depression. So what can we do to drive this conversation and teach our creatives on how to manage pressure, on how to manage their finances? Because leo unaweza kuwa star Kenya, unaweza kuwa star alafu kesho tunasikia pay bill. Yeah, so how can we teach our creatives about financial management? And this is also a question to the county government of Trans Nzoia. You know, it is so bad when we make a poster for you, we are expecting you to come because you are a leader and you are not here. What example are you setting for us young leaders who are coming up? Thank you.
Thank you so much. You can take how many more questions? One.
Just one.
On the other side, there's a person with a yellow jumper at the back who raised their hand first. Okay.
Come closer.
It's not a yellow jumper, apparently.
Good evening. Again. My question is there money that have been allocated to creative industry? And if the answer is yes, give us how much?
You want money? Okay.
We want to know how much is being allocated in the creative industry.
Okay. Thank you so much. Final question? Oh.
Okay.
Second final question. And then this guy will ask the final question.
Kwa majina naitwa Asante DJ. Kwa majina naitwa Job Simiu, majina ambayo nilipewa na wazazi bila kuhusishwa na nikakubali. Lakini jina ambayo najulikana sana ni producer Sidat. Niko na swali hapa. For the industry stakeholders, viongozi wetu, na I have seen even my fellow producers and filmmakers in the house. Is there a way or a bridge that we can do to bridge the upcoming artist wa join the big leagues? Because kwanzia sai ule msanii star mwenye ulikuwa unajua kuwa mdogo mpaka sai ndio star, lakini huku chini kuna maartist wengi na wako very talented but hawezi fika huku juu. Another thing ni ati it goes to our county. Umetu encourage sana tufanye proposals na kukuja pale tuangalie opportunities nye ziko hapo, but the truth is tunajua kuko na middlemen in your, yani lazima unakuja na proposal lakini utapata imekuwa adopted na someone else. Ni kama ulipatia mtu idea hapo na anaenda anaifanya pengine. Another thing ni awareness ya opportunities na hata pia shows zenye zina happen. Unapata sisi wenye tuko huku town tunaweza tukapata ama tukasikia, but wale wenye wako huko mashinani, are they less of a youth? Are they not talented enough? Is there a way mnaweza create hiyo awareness ifike kule ushago, pia those artists wako included in such conversations? Asante.
And finally, the question there, please. Sorry guys, the time is not that much.
Hello, my name is Steve, the Muse, and mine is to add on to his question. We understand that people can be busy. My brother Brooks, the other end, has organized a show called Bizna Muziki. There are other shows that are popping up this December. Now, as the government, we are aware that there are agencies, there are managers, and there are talent scouts. Now, I was wondering, as a government, if you cannot purpose to attend such events, would it be possible to reach out to talent scouts, managers, agencies to come and attend such events on your bill, of course, so that they can at least represent us in a larger scale? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the questions. I would like to make this very quick. Churchill, you have lots of questions to answer on behalf of the government. Mr. Dennis Okore will speak to that question about mentorship for younger and older artists coming together. Kenya will talk about the side of depression and mental health that was asked. And then Immaculate Shamala, you'll speak for the government, even if you are new there. You'll say something. Okay. So let's start with you, Churchill, but don't speak too much. Just say a few things, yeah?
Now, majority of the question that you have asked is raising another challenge that as a county government we have had. Now, we will create a forum so that tunaweza kaa chini tusemezane, tujibiane, sini ukweli. We had such a forum this year for filmmakers, so there is need for such a forum again now for all creatives. Sawa sawa. And we 1 month from now, 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Give me 4 weeks. I will organize a forum, mkuje social hall, tusemezane. 4 weeks.
Asante sana. Alafu
Sawa.
utajibu hizo maswali zote.
The last week of November. Iko sawa? Na tukiwaita mje. Sawa. Now. Exactly. We'll do that. Yeah. Sisi ni vijana digitali, so we'll create that portal. Mkuje na maswali zenu tuzijibu hiyo siku.
So you will answer all your questions on that day?
Probably I can just answer one.
Okay.
I can answer one. Brooks ako wapi? Oh, good. Ulisema kujuana, si unanijua. And majority of you sasa si mmenijua. So hiyo kujuana si imeisha. So that one is answered. Now, what festivals or what are we organizing apart from sports? On 26th December, we'll have Trans Nzoia Cultural Festival. Sio tumewajibu. Si ni ukweli? 26th December this year, we'll have Trans Nzoia Cultural Festival, and that will mean we will involve you directly as artists. Sawa sawa. I think that's all. In terms of changes, vitu zingine tuongee kwetu. Sawa sawa, social work. Asante.
Sawa. Mr. Okore.
Yeah, thank you. So the issue was about how we can expose other artists and also just give them an opportunity for growth. And I think it was the opening remarks Madam Shamala started with. This thing I want you to remember is that in this world, there are always two things. There's always a supply side and there's always a demand side. Sawa sawa. Kuna mtu anataka kitu na kuna mtu anapeana kitu. So in everything that you'll ever do in life, ask yourself, which side are you? If you're on the demand side, ask yourself, ule mtu mwingine anataka nini? Kama unauza mkate, ama wewe ni mtu mzuri sana kwa kupika mkate, Jiulize, watu wanataka mkate ikuwe sliced ama wanaitaka ikuwe ile kama buffalo ama wanataka kiwango gani? Wanataka ifanane aje? In the creative space, one of the things that we more creatives have not done is to really identify, and I know this was a topic in the boot camp, kujua ni nini, ni value gani my audience or the other people I'm creating for really need. That one is very, very important. Now, in the whole world, we are inspired by something called charity, ama ile kupewa, or goodwill. Watu watanifurahia tu kwa sababu mimi nahitaji kitu, ama sina, watanihurumia. That one is also there. But even in that world of charity, kuna ile demand, supply. All of us here who have come, I can assure you, there are people in this room, not because of the invite of Coach Oyugi to get us here, but kuna dress yako mmoja umejaribu sana, umetafuta event ya kutest na hakuna wedding inafanyika. Ukasema, thank you God Coach Oyugi, leo watanitambua. Na umefika hapa na dress moja moto sana, kuipiga test. Yeah? So hata hizi vitu tunasema za art inafurahi, but tunasema at least hii dress yangu nimepiga road show. Why? Because you have an interest. Yeah. So really identify these people that we are seeking help from. We want the government to do X, Y, and Z. We want the private sector to do Y and Z. We want the coaches who are seated here, to coach us in a certain way. When you do that, you go back to the issue I started with and saying the value system. The value system is understanding the value I have, now the value that person can give me. When you're able to establish that automatically, there is connection of two value systems. Automatically there is a connection and you can now be supported. There are many mentors, even some of them you are seated with them next to you, but because they have not connected to the value you can give, you cannot connect to the value they can take from you. So I will say that all artists that are here, you'll not just be supported or coached because you are an artist from Trans Nzoia, from Kitale. Let us showcase ourselves. Let us know the value that that person, interest gani yako nayo. Huyo mtu ni farmer, lakini vile ana market vitu zake, haziwezi enda mbali. But with my creative thing, I can show your farm back. How many here are doing arts like focus on agriculture? Someone shame me. Anyone? And what is Trans Nzoia known for? But all of us just want to sing some song. Ooh, dem mrembo, dem rembo, dem rembo, dem rembo. Till when? Showcase Trans Nzoia in an artistic way. Okay. I can assure you. The last thing I want to say, and these are words I borrowed from Coach Oyugi, is my friend for so many years. In all that you do in this art of yours, ensure that you have a vision, and this vision is what inspires you. The way we look at agriculture, they do a value chain approach, like from planting to the time they will sell. Also your creative thing. Usiimbe tu wimbo leo, and you think the market will look at how will I distribute, how will I package, how will I launch it, and all that. And it will address some of the things he was saying about distribution. The second thing is the voice. What do you want to be known for? Yeah? Unatakana ukiamka tu hivi hata bila uongee. What should you be known for? As someone who has dealt with brands, and also my colleague is also here with brand, every time you wake up or you stand, even when you don't talk, there's something that people see in you. Wanajuanga ule mtu wa koti ya brown. Yeah? That is your brand, how they know you. So people watasema ati, nilijua uko hapa, hapana, wanajuanga wewe ni mswa koti ya brown. Si ati walijua uko hapa. But they don't tell you man. But the third thing is a thing I've called value. Offer value to yourself, offer value to your community, offer value to the society. We live in a world, we desire things to go straight. Government should help us, private sector should help us, producers should understand our songs and all that. But we live in a VUCA world, a world that is volatile, that is uncertain, that is complex, that is ambiguous. Mm-hmm. The only way we can be relevant in that world is by ensuring that we have a vision. We have something that we stand for. I'm a creative who stands for A, B, C, D, X, Y, and Z. The second thing, we have to have an understanding. Know what is happening. What are the global things that are happening? Right now, the whole world is talking of things like SDGs. How is even my creative work relevant to SDGs? How is my creative work relevant to the Kenya kwanza manifesto of bottom-up economic transformation agenda better.
Wow.
Are you seeing yourself that way? Make yourself relevant because you have understanding. Are you watching news? Are you reading the newspaper? Are you reading books? Are you taking courses? There are so many courses online for free. Are you coming for boot camp? Some of you didn't even come for boot camp when you had registered. These opportunities are there to enrich what you do. So that gives you understanding. The third thing is
Mr.
for you
Okore, I'll have to stop
the two
you there
things. I'm finishing two.
so that she...
I'm finishing the second.
Okay.
There are two things. The other thing is being clarity. The understanding will give you clarity so that you are sure. And the last thing, you become agile. When situations change, you also change to become better so that you harness the opportunity. I will end there. I will not speak again this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please give an appreciation to Mr. Okore, Madam Namatsi.
Well, for me, I just want you guys to maybe use me as a case study. Sitasema nimefika mbali, najaribu sana in this business. As a creative, I started making dolls from my child's clothes. Unajua that when the kids are growing, they grow very fast. So the clothes that they leave behind, especially when they are toddlers, you don't do anything with them other than donate them. So I started making dolls. And after that, I started going to markets. Nikaanza kuomba viraka. And yesterday at the boot camp, they asked me, did you carry any of your products? So I said, whenever I walk, I carry my products. Now I make dolls for African children to know that they are beautiful. I use waste. So I feel like I'm also, thank you. I'm also supporting the earth by removing the fabric waste. And I've been looking into plastic together with the director of NEMA and looking at what we can do with plastic. The thing about the creative industry is that, yes, we're not taken seriously. First, tuweke ego aside. Tuweke huyu anafanya kama mimi, sitaki kufanya kazi na yeye aside. Let's look at the cause because it's not even easy for you when you're pioneering something. So we have to come together, find something that we do, and then do it. Asante.
Hey guys, thank you so much. See, we are doing well. We are learning something. My fellow artists, we are learning something. Kindly, the panelists, I'll request you to be short and precise because we have an interview and we are going live, by the way. We have Njoro from K24. He'll be taking us live. So kindly, because he wants the sun not to fall. Sindio, tafadhali pages harakisha kidogo.
Thank you so much. Let's go to Isaac Mkenya.
Sawa. Waliuliza mambo ya mental health. Watu wa don't live beyond your means. When you are high there, you make of it. When you're making small cash here, 5,000, 10,000. Mimi shamba ya mama yangu kutumia pesa ya sanaa. Kanunua yangu. Nimejenga bado milango na madirisha. Nimeshachimba maji, nimejenga choo. November natoka kwa rent. Naenda kwangu. Unapata? At this age, pesa ya sanaa. Hata leo ikiape namba niamke kesho. My social media handles are ziko. Mimi nitapanda maragwe kwa shamba yangu. Nitafanya nini? I'll move. So challenge iko na sisi wasanii wa Kenya hapa. Nataka kuishi ile life hatuna. You want to pretend you have cash you don't have. Mimi nimefanya sanaa ikanunulia mimi pikipiki. Nimetumia hiyo pikipiki nikifanya sanaa. Nikakuja nikaambia Wakenya wenyewe fans wakaniambia Mkenya sasa hii pikipiki inafaa utoke hapa. We want to buy you a car. We formed an online committee. They fundraised 608,000. I bought a Toyota Allion. Niko hapo nje. Because ya kazi yangu safi. I identify myself as president of clean content. Pole too, I was inspired by Dr. Ezekiel Mutua to do clean content because clean lasts longer. Na content nafanya anyone can watch. Mama Shamala hapa can watch yeye na mtoto wake na kila mtu. I create content that cuts across all ages. Pastor na anybody can watch. So mimi nikikutana na mtu town, napata tu mzee anasema Mkenya unafanya kazi mzuri bana, shika 5,000 hapa. Unanipata? So imeniondolea mambo na pressure ya akili nini, alafu pole tu, pole.
It has taken me, I started in 2016 online content. Mpaka juzi last week ndo nimefika 200,000 followers. So it will take time, be patient, be innovative hapa nje. While you create content, vile ndugu yangu amesema, ujiulize ina add value gani. When you add value to people, you will never lack. Sawa sawa, these people will remember you. Kama una gari leo, tembea kwa miguu. I used to stay in Kibomet, naenda rehearsals mitume kwa miguu Mantix, na narudi. Saizi naweza tumia pikipiki, naweza tumia gari because I was patient. Sijui kama tumeelewana. Alafu vijana wenyewe kwa sanaa, oa. Ukiwa na bibi, ikiwa nje, bibi jioni anakutuliza, anakuambia mambo itakuwa sawa. Sasa tunataka tu kuwa maseleba, hatuoi, tunakaa tu namna hiyo. Have a family. Yeah. When you are down, the family will be there for kuja na ka initiative hapa kando, open a company, ka kitu ka CBO, so that huku ikichoma unaendelea na huku. Hiyo mental hautakuwa nayo, lakini mkuwe na bibi mke.
Asante sana.
Moja, one, just one.
Please show your appreciation for Isaac Mkenya, and finally Madam Immaculate Shamala.
The question you ask, and it has to be very brief, and because we have the Chief Administrative Secretary here, who is like an assistant minister in the government of Kenya Kwanza, I think it would be prudent for her to really answer the question of what the government is doing. And kindly, Madam Cass, we shall be brief, but at least let us know what our government has for creative arts. Karibu.
Thank you very much, Madam Shamala. Good evening. Yes, my name is Anne Wanjiku. They call me Shiko. I am a daughter of the soil. Most of you are my friends. And I'm very happy to be invited here today. I thought we are just coming for the awarding, but I've really learned a lot from you as artists. And I like the arrangement. We have somebody already in the arts. We have the government. And although, like Shamala said, I've not been in government for long, I've had the opportunity to work with the CS for sports, youth and culture. That is Ababu Namwamba. When he came in Trans Nzoia to open up a sports academy in Cherangani. And it is recruiting young children, let's say teenagers, because they are secondary school going children. So what this government is doing, first of all, it is committed towards the arts and especially towards talent and especially creative arts. That is why we have Talanta Hela. And apart from that, I think this year in football, in secondary school football, we had the biggest crowd. And not only the crowd, 2 boys who happen to come from this county, from St. Anthony, they are now training somewhere in Australia. I think
more and more tafadhali. They've done an amazing job. Asanteni sana Peter Pages, Immaculate Shamala. Thank you so much Mkenya Isaac. Asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much. Asante sana. Kindly, you may follow Peter Pages for an interview with the K24 TV. Thank you so much. Asante sana, asante sana. Have you learned something? Have you learned something? Umesikia Mkenya Isaac amenunuliwa gari juzi ya 638,000 na Talanta. And you pia we msanii si uko hapo, si umesoma kitu? Just push your content and make sure it's a clean content so that even your children's children can remember it na wakuwe proud of you. Si ndio? Right about now, because of time, the interest of time, ladies and gentlemen, ningeomba tu tusimame tu kidogo, dakika tu moja, kidogo tu so that we can stretch kidogo at least. Tusigande. Sawa? I have a game as Zamzam is preparing. She's preparing to perform for us. Make sure you're ready with your team. Nataka nikisema 1 unafanya namna hii. Sawa? Alafu nikisema 2 unachukua mkono yako ya left unaekelea kwa finger ya neighbor wako. Sawa? Aya, 1 2. Then when I say 3 una make sure Vendrick una make sure mkono ya right ndio unaweka kidole juu. Una point juu. Sawa? Namna hii. Wacha niweze kupata watu wengine wawili. Kujeni hivi. Kujeni kidogo tu. Brooks na producer wetu hapa. Haya. Mnafanya vile sisi tunafanya, sawa? Nikisema 1 unaweka your right hand. Alafu 2 unawekelea hapo. Sawa? Then when I say 3 unashika kidole ya mwenzako, sawa? Na wewe mwenye umewekelewa mkono una make sure ushikwi. Sawa? Wacha tuone wenye wako fast, wenye walikula school fees. Two. 3. Naona watu hapo wanashikwa. Naona hapo watu wanashikwa. Kindly someone help me these chairs. We've finished with the panelists. Nisaidie tafadhali. Nisaidie tafadhali.